Now, we have mentioned YouTube and YouTube monetization a few times already, and it's time to look at that service a little closer as it became over time a necessary component of music promotion because of its wide popularity and usage. So, what should we do with YouTube besides from creating our own channel and posting our videos on it? What is that YouTube monetization that we kept mentioning? Well, theoretically, if your music is used on any YouTube video and YouTube places ads on it, you would get paid. I say theoretically because in order for that theory to become practice, you need to do a few things to make it happen. First, let's make it clear that we're talking about two types of videos here. Videos that you have posted with your own music in it, and the videos that other people have posted with your music in it. Plus, remember that in this whole section of music distribution, promotion, and sales, we are talking about managing the music that you have written and recorded, meaning that you have the complete copyright ownership of the compositions and of the master recordings. Also, keep in mind that regarding YouTube, as well as regarding all the other services we are talking about in this module, things may change by the time this course goes live. YouTube, for instance, has announced that it intends to add subscription services to its offerings and that it will change its subscription-free policies regarding record labels and artists that post their videos on regular YouTube channels. As usual, reportedly, the majors are already in on it, while the indies will most likely be offered a take-it-or-leave-it deal there, and another controversy is brewing. So some things may change with YouTube or with other services by the time you watch this segment. Just keep following the industry news and developments on the net to stay current, which is something we should do as our regular routine anyway, since things do change so rapidly nowadays. Okay, so as of the summer of 2014, officially 55% of the revenues that YouTube receives from the advertisers whose ads are placed on various videos, YouTube distributes to the copyright owners. If it's your video and your music in it, that will be you. If it's somebody else's video and your music in it, it's again you. So how does YouTube know it's your music being used, and how do you actually collect money for the ads? Well, for the videos you posted with your music on it, it's easy. Just opt for the monetization option as you are setting up your video, and that's it. YouTube will send you 55% of any ad revenues they receive from the ads placed on your video. And how do you monetize for the use of your music on other people's videos? There are a few ways to do that. You can try to sign up individually for YouTube's so-called Content ID service, and YouTube will automatically and continually search all the videos out there for the music belonging to you that you uploaded onto Content ID. Before we go into what happens next, notice that I said you can try to sign up for this service. That's because it is up to YouTube to accept your application as an individual. You need to have a large number of copyrighted songs and a lot of activities on your channel in order to get in independently. It can be done, of course, and a lot of music copyright holders are in individually, but it is not easy to do. So in the early part of one's career, that may not be an option, but there are other ways into the Content ID system. Through the companies that specialize strictly in helping clients with YouTube monetization and have their own agreements with YouTube, like Audium, for example, and through YouTube channel aggregators that have large YouTube channel networks, like IndMusic, and which also have their own deals with YouTube for monetization on all the individual channels they carry. All you have to do is sign up for any of those services, and your music will be entered into the Content ID system as part of their agreements with YouTube. In both cases, of course, the companies take a cut from your monetization income in exchange for their service. Audium, for instance, takes 25% and InMusic 20%. Now, whichever way you enter the Content ID service on YouTube, once the system has identified someone's video using your music, it informs you and gives you three options for what you want them to do with it. 1, take the video down. 2, leave it and track the activity. Or 3, place ads on it and monetize. Once you choose your option, the video creator receives the notice from YouTube regarding that option. If you opt for placing ads on it and monetizing, the video creator will have a choice to accept or decline. If he declines, YouTube blocks the video for the music copyright infringement. If he accepts, the video remains up, ads are placed on it, and you make money from those ads if the video accumulates traffic, of course. So that's the YouTube monetization mechanics that you could explore if you have your music out on YouTube, and you should. And what was that controversy about YouTube monetization we mentioned earlier? Well, it involves TuneCore partnering with InMusic to offer the YouTube monetization service for the TuneCore users. Okay, so what's the problem? That's good, right? Well, it is, but it is the way that they went about it that created a lot of discontent and concern with artists. See, TuneCore did not properly inform its users that if they sign up for the TuneCore's publishing administration option that we talked about earlier, remember? They will automatically be signed up for YouTube monetization through InMusic. So the TuneCore users who have already made their own arrangements for monetizing their music on YouTube, all of a sudden and without consent, fell under InMusic monetizing deal and were being charged 20% of their monetizing revenues. They were even being served those allow monetizing or take down notices for their own videos with their own music, because those were identified by Content ID system to be under InMusic copyright administration now. Meaning, this is the scenario. The TuneCore artist who has signed up for a publishing administration services option with TuneCore has placed the video with his own music on YouTube and has been monetizing that video on his own for a while. TuneCore partnered with InMusic and turned over the artist's music, which is in the TuneCore's database, to InMusic for monetization. InMusic entered the artist's music into the Content ID database as the content that they control. Content ID discovers the artist's video that uses the artist's music on YouTube, which is now registered in its database as administered by InMusic, not the artist himself. The artist receives a notice from YouTube on behalf of InMusic to either take down the video or allow InMusic to monetize. So now, instead of receiving the full pay from YouTube for monetization, the artist receives 20% less because InMusic takes 20% cut for its services. That artist, by the way, neither wanted nor authorized. See how that would be a little frustrating for the artist, just a little, right? Well, they have rectified the situation somewhat since. The TuneCore artists who opt for the TuneCore publishing administration services now can choose to be a part of the InMusic deal or not as they sign up for the publishing services instead of being automatically enrolled in it. But, and this is important, that applies only to monetizing the artist's own videos on YouTube. Monetization using InMusic of the other people's videos with the artist's music on it cannot be opted out if the TuneCore's publishing option is chosen as a desired service. By the way, that is in essence the option of so-called whitelisting your YouTube channel that you will find as part of all the YouTube monetization services. When you sign up with a monetization service company that will put your music on the Content ID system, this whitelisting option makes the system bypass your own YouTube channel, and you will continue monetizing your own videos with your music independently from the monetizing service you are using, receiving the full amount for the ads placed on your own videos from YouTube. The monetizing service will thus only collect a percentage from the ads on the other people's videos using your music that Content ID discovers.